What's up, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So before we get started on today's topic talk dealio, I would like to give you guys some quick bullet points of things that are happening. So today is Thursday, and what comes out on Thursday? The Muscle Babes podcast. If you didn't know, Alexis, this is her Instagram name, has a podcast where she interviews women on her podcast, if I could talk, and has them talk about their fitness journey, talk about a few other things, and it's just a really good podcast, and it's a great way to talk to people and hear what people have to say. It's just great. So if you're not already listening to it, it's on iTunes and it's also on her website. Her website will be in the description box below. She interviewed me a few days ago, and I'm so glad she did. Not only because I think Alexis is amazing, but also it's just very flattering to be asked to be a part of it. She's also interviewed Des, Brittany Lesser, and a few other girls. It's just awesome and empowering. And she has these cute crop tops. In the back of these have these cute girls on them of different body shapes, just lifting weights and being muscle babes. And so the day that her podcast is released, whoever she is interviewing, you can use that person's name to get a discount for that day only. So since you guys are watching this on Thursday, use the code SUE and you will get a discount on buying Muscle Babes apparel. She has a crop top, a normal shirt, like a t-shirt with the same thing, and then one that says Empowered Women Empower Women, which you guys know I love. So you can use Sue, and then I'll also leave the link to listen to the podcast in the description box below. It would mean the world. Also give her a review on iTunes because that helps her out. Next announcement dealio is because it is Thursday, it means tomorrow's Friday, which means it's the meetup. So the meetup is me, Gabby, Des, Michaela, Wally Meg, Sarah Mans, and Cody Fitness, and they will all be at Goodell Park in Columbus, Ohio. There are people coming from Canada, New York, Wisconsin. I didn't think I was that cool. Maybe they're not coming from me. Who knows? But if you can get to the Columbus area, it is, and I'll pop it up on the screen here, July 7th, 11 a.m. at Goodale Park. Come and meet us. I'm going to announce what PBG means, and then I think we're going to get a lift after. I think so. I'm the least informed person, but it's cool. It's going to be lit. So if you can come give me a hug. I'd love it. I'd love it so much. And if you want Gus to come, I'll bring Gus too. I'll probably bring Gus, because where do I go without Gus? The next announcement is that you guys know I've had Alex on this channel before to talk about stuff that I don't know, because Alex is so smart. And he's actually all about supplements, and he's just so smart. He's smart. Anyways, he and Austin created Alex created it, but he's working with Austin, whatever, a pre-workout supplement guide to talk about what you should look for in a pre-workout. And he's talked about it on this channel, but he talks about it more in depth, tells you what websites you can go to fact check things. It's a free downloadable guide. So again, link will be in the description box below. These are cool things to get, so get them. They're free. It's free to listen to a podcast. It's kind of free to come see me, and it's free to download this guide, so go and download it. It's just really cool that they're doing this for free, and they're using all of their smarts. So you should download it in the description box, link below. Last thing, because it is Thursday, I will probably have already announced this on my Instagram, but if you didn't already catch on, I am now with Legion Athletics. So exciting. And you guys can use the link. It's buylegion.com/SueGainz for anything you need. And you can always DM me about flavors, products, or if there is an extra code you can use for an extra discount, because I'll always respond to those things. Yes, I'm very excited to be a part of Team Legion. The thing I love about them is that they are science-based. All of their dosing in their supplements are clinically researched dosages, and that is so, so important to me. If you guys know, if you watch this channel, I am about the science, man. I love it. I love it. And I'm about the hard facts, the evidence behind it. So, things that I would recommend from Legion. Their protein, because everyone always needs protein on hand. You just do. Like, is it just me or is my arm looking jacked? Okay. Protein, their cookies and cream is really good, and their chocolate peanut butter. You can actually taste the peanut butter in there with the chocolate, especially if you mix it in with oats. Thank me later. Thank me later. Then their pre-workout Pulse Blue Raspberry is the best flavor. Hush hush, they're coming out with new flavors soon, so keep an eye out on that. And they are coming out with a few other things that really are exciting. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to tell anyone, but just keep an eye out. I can't keep a secret. So, new things coming out with them. Another thing is Recharge. It is like a creatine based product. Again, if you know me, I'm all about the creatine, so buy that too. They have like fruit punch, watermelon, good stuff. Also have something called Fortify, which is a joint supplement to help with your joints. So they also have multivitamins. They also have a fish oil pill, and they also have a greens product, Genesis, which is bomb. It doesn't taste the most amazing in the world, but it's a greens product. One of the best greens product on the market via Alex is Green Vibrance, and he thinks that Genesis is at the same level, if not better, and it also tastes better, so a little bit better tasting. I say go for it. All right, those are all my announcements for now. Now into the topic of discussion, which is cellulite. I have had like 4 girls message me recently asking about cellulite. One girl said, "You look like you don't have cellulite," which shook me to the core. I was shook. Because I used to be the girl who is so self-conscious of my cellulite, bought all the creams and stuff that I could, did those bullshit Pinterest workouts for cellulite. So like for someone to tell me it looked like I didn't struggle with cellulite, it was shooketh. I do currently have cellulite, and I've had worse cellulite. Now, if you don't know what cellulite is, or you just are looking for more information, cellulite is part of subcutaneous tissues fat. Fat cells, your adipose tissue, and there's 2 kinds. There's visceral and subcutaneous. So cellulite is formed from subcutaneous fat cells. It can make your skin look like lumpy or looks like there's indents in it. It's like the reason that it's like lumpy and the way it is because it's like irregular bands in your cells and your tissues. There's like no scientific basis to like why it happens. They really don't know. It's like kind of genetic, kind of to do with like what your weight is, but also like it can happen to anyone. Like I know plenty of very thin people, like the naturally thin people who have cellulite. I know people who lift who have cellulite. I know people overweight who have cellulite. Like it's not just like once you get to a certain body weight, you no longer have cellulite. It's like you just have it. It's lumpy fat that's part of your body. So for women, it happens a lot more than men, and it happens a lot on like our thighs and our buttocks area. Subcutaneous fat is needed. It protects us from the cold, it protects our muscles, it protects us from getting bruises. It is very helpful. We need it on our bodies. Women and men have different distributions of subcutaneous fat, and a lot of women's subcutaneous fat is on their legs, their stomach, and like your boobs, because that's just fat. And like down the back of your legs, and sometimes on the back of your arms too. So subcutaneous fat is distributed unevenly throughout your whole body, and again, there is literally no, scientists have not been able to figure out like why cellulite happens with some people, without some people, and smaller people and bigger people. They don't know. It just happens. So I had a few girls ask if I could talk about how to get rid of cellulite or how I fixed it or anything like that. And honestly, it has not been something that I have been thinking about. When I started fitness and or before I did fitness, I was always self-conscious about it, self-conscious wearing shorts. I was self-conscious about my legs in general. I just thought that my legs would never look the way I wanted them to. And the more I lifted, the less I focused on my cellulite, I guess. I still had it. I remember in prep, even at a low body fat, I still had cellulite. On stage, I still had cellulite, even though I was a very low body fat percentage. Right now, I'm a very low body fat percentage, if you cannot tell, and I still have cellulite. So it's cellulite, but the main thing is how you get rid of it. They're researching, they're trying to figure out, I know there's laser treatments you can do because they try to figure out the connective bands of the tissue. I've seen things about massages and different things like that. I've tried creams before, don't really work. How I have changed it is literally by just leading a more active life. So even yes, smaller people, and yes, even though I'm fit, I still have cellulite. I have a considerably less amount because I have less fat on my body. So I have a lower body fat percentage. There's less fat on my legs. Therefore, there is less subcutaneous fat in general. So there's a less appearance of cellulite or bumpy skin. But I just wanted to put it out there that cellulite is very normal, and so are stretch marks. I have those on the inside of my thighs. They're very, very normal, and it is not something to do with your body fat percentage or your body weight. Now, as I had just said, at a lower weight or a lower body fat percentage, I have less noticeable cellulite. But again, it is not completely gone. So I don't want people to take it as, oh, I need to lose a bunch of weight before I can love myself because I won't have cellulite. First, think of it as cellulite. Embrace it. Deal with it. It is a part of your body, and your human body is amazing. That subcutaneous fat is helping you. It is protecting your body against cold temperatures. It is protecting your body from getting bumps and bruises and cuts. It is protecting you. So if you have a personal problem with your cellulite, that is something you need to get through. Figure out what's best for you in terms of dealing with it. And if there's anything you can do to fix it, you can buy creams, but I never saw them working. I think it's retinol creams. If it's someone else's problem with your cellulite, if some guy or some person said oh, you got a bunch of cellulite, then that's their personal problem. I still have cellulite, and when I wear shorts, sometimes I get self-conscious, and it still happens. I do. I notice it and I get self-conscious. I also get self-conscious about my chest because my chest loses fat first, so it just looks emaciated. I get self-conscious about how broad my shoulders are. Today, I went to the mall with my mom and I tried on a dress, and it made me look like I had the world's broadest upper body. And I was self-conscious about it because it showed my chest sunken in and my broad shoulders. I get self-conscious about the back of my arms because they get red bumps on them when I'm working out or I get stressed. It happens. I'm still self-conscious about it. And my legs, yes, the cellulite has gone down. Yes, my legs have looked completely different, but that is after a year and a half of complete consistency with training, and the main focus in the past 6 to 9 months has been on my hamstrings and rear delts. So if you are tightening up that area with your hamstrings, you're getting more muscle and less fat, so there is a less appearance, but there's no way to completely get rid of cellulite. All right, I hope this helped you guys, and I hope you guys realize that it is a-okay to have cellulite. All right, go listen to that podcast, go buy Legion products, go download that free guide. See you guys at Goodale Park on Friday, 11 a.m. Be there, be square. Peace out.